So what we've been learning today, class? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hi, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back in the class, right? So what we've been learning these past couple weeks about sahabah. Still, we're gonna learn about sahabah. Why? Why we learn about sahabah? Why it's very important to learn about sahabah?
So we can learn from the actions that they learned from Prophet Muhammad.
Louder, louder.
Oh, so they can learn the actions. So we can learn the actions that they did because they learned it from Prophet Muhammad.
Okay, because they are close companions, they learn side by side with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, and those sahabas is very important for us. Each one of them we can learn from, right? So by learning this, that means also we implement it every time in our class. So who have we been learning? No, Abu Bakr is the other class before. If you pay attention, you know what we've been learning.
Already been Khalid.
Right? Khalid bin Walid, what else? Who else? Who else we've been learning? Come on. Wake up, right? What?
Trying to find my notes.
Oh. Come on.
Omar.
Right?
Said.
Come on. Oh, man.
Abdullah bin Umar.
Said Lindsay.
You have to know it by your. You have to remember this. We've been learning about it. Abdullah bin Umar. Who else?
Said Lindsay.
Huh?
Said Lindsay.
No. I'll go by the book, okay? Sa'ad bin Mu'adh. Look, I'll go by the book. This book, you know, the volume 2. This is the one also is going to be in the test. Khalid bin Walid, Sa'ad bin Mu'adh, Abdullah bin Umar, and another one. Another one which is we about to go, Jabir bin. Alright, so we're going to learn about this particular Sahaba. Jabir bin Abdullah.
Sa'ad ibn Mu'adh.
Yeah, right here. You know the story, right? Story was there. It's going to be in the midterm test. See, now it's Jabir bin Abdullah. Who's Jabir bin Abdullah?
Abdullah bin Umar's son.
No. Jabir, what is bin?
Son
Son of Abdullah. I'm sorry. So they're from? Yastrib. Medina. Jabir, he was raised in the farm. Abdullah is his father. Jabir was raised in the farm. He growing up in the farm. He always looking at stuff, looking at the palm tree, looking at the dates, and he always questioning things. Who create this? Right? And he had a critical mind. He always questioning why the dates so sweet, why the palm so high and stuff.
What does that second one say?
Raised, they're from Yastrib or Medina. Hey, come on. So, I'm trying to wrap up. You know, the Sahaba story is very long. I'm trying to make it short.
What's the last thing say?
See?
Raised in
Abdullah. What's that? What's the question?
What's the last thing say? Like the last.
Last thing? Raised in the farm. His father was a farmer, right? How he know about Islam, Jabir? One day, his father, Abdullah, oh, that's kind of nice. He trying to make a journey to Mecca. He said, I'm trying to make a long journey to Mecca. And he told Jabir, you should stay in Medina. They call it yesterday before. You should stay in Medina because the trip that I'm gonna go, do I need to write it down? I don't have to, right? It's gonna be long if I have to write it down, everything. So how Jabir knows about Islam? Nick. So how Jabir know about Islam? Look, one day, his father trying to make a trip, and he told Jabir, the trip is going to be hard and long journey because it's under the sun. So you shouldn't come. He told Jabir, you don't have to come because you need to take care of the farm. Right? Do I need to write it down? No, right? I think you guys smart enough. Okay. He tells Jabir, you don't have to come, but he insists. I want to come. I want to come with you, David. So they went to Mecca. They went there. They went to Mecca together. Mecca. And guess who they met? They met Rasulullah, and Jabir was very impressed with the character of the Rasulullah. He whispered his father, I like this person. Jabir was very young that time. He's in a teenager. So he accepted Islam. Write down, he accepted Islam.
Both of them?
Hmm?
Both of them?
Yeah, Abdullah already Muslim.
Oh.
Already Islam.
Wait, then why isn't his son?
His son, teenager, he accepted Islam in a young age. Because he went with the father to Mecca, right? Understand?
Wait, so if his dad's already Muslim, why
Yeah.
isn't he Muslim?
Yeah, because he don't know about Rasulullah yet. You know, we're talking about two different areas. The trip or Medina and Mecca, two different cities, right? And before, Abdullah already went to Mecca before they make an agreement. You know why? You know, when we learn about story of sahabah, we always go back to the how Rasulullah hijrah, how the Quraysh, how bad Quraysh was in the Meccan era. Hey, excuse me. That's why we learn how each of Sahaba, we have to go back there. Like for example, go back to the how Rasulullah make hijrah to where? To Medina. So why you think Rasulullah, the people of Medina accept Rasulullah that easy? How you think that? You know, you remember when hijrah story, Rasulullah with some Sahaba with Abu Bakr. And before that, they make a journey to Medina. But Medina, there's a people in Medina too. No, in Medina, there's a Jewish, right? There's a non-Muslim and Jewish, non-Muslim, and idol worshipper in there too. How they accept Rasulullah in there? Because Rasulullah already have connection before. See? with some sahabah. And also da'wah that done by who? Before.
About
We learned about this. Da'wah done by who?
Jabir.
Mus'ab bin Umayyah, remember last time? So Rasulullah SAW is not just easily go there and they accept him. No. The da'wah people there too. Like people invite Islam before. They are making connection before the hijrah time, before the hijrah. So Abdullah and some Sahaba agree that they will accept Rasulullah SAW when he hijrah to Medina. So the people, you know the song they sing? طلع البدر علينا. They are accept. Yeah. They were very happy. They were waiting for. And you know the Jewish, they know the Prophet will come to this land, to Medina. You know Jewish, they know? Jewish and other tribe. Live in Medina before time of hijrah, right? Other tribe, for example, Aus and Hazrat. It's a big tribe in Medina. They don't like other people, though, but they accepted Islam before, and they agree to accept to welcome Rasulullah SAW when they were there.
What's AUS Khazraj?
Aus is a tribe, the biggest tribe in Medina. There's two tribes. Two tribes.
Is it a Jewish tribe?
No, it's different. It's a Jewish, different.
Then what kind of tribe was that?
Inhabitants, the tribe that lives in there. Arab tribe. You see, Jabir whispered to his daddy something that his father couldn't understand. He asked him, "What is it, Jabir?" Jabir replied, "I love this man who taught us how to love Allah, the creator and the sustainers of everything." Remember? He always questioning things. He questioned his mind. How come the day, the palm trees, everything? See, we should have that. We should have that kind of mind, asking things. If you're doubtful, you ask. Of course, in a polite manner, right? See, all the way until Hijrah. And then we go back to the story of Badr. You done? Done?
Yeah.
So far, any questions? No? In the Battle of Badr, how many? How many?
1,000 against 303. I think. Oh, 313.
Right? I told you we always go back to the story from the Hijrah, and the battle, and look at the position of Jabir. So he wants to participate. He wants to participate in Badr. But Rasulullah didn't allow him to participate. So he was.
Didn't we learn about this last time?
No, it's different.
We've heard about it. It's like
No,
he's
it's different.
Too young.
It's different.
Oh.
You know, that's why I told you we learn about sahabah. Each one of them, we always go back to the Badr, Hijrah, to see where's their position, where they're at. He wants to join, but
We popcorn.
someone. So he was waiting. He was waiting every day in the skirt of Medina, outskirt of Medina.
Can I quickly like 10?
Wait, teacher, why didn't Rasulullah let Jabir join? Because he thought he was too young? Oh, that was quick.
22 seconds.
Ready, but I go eat your popcorn.
The Prophet listened to the request. Jabir very sincerely wants to join the battle. You can do this. Okay, listen up. The oracle.
Having lost the Battle of Badr, the chiefs of Quraysh went back to Makkah, deeply saddened by their loss. A number of their chiefs were killed in the battle, and others were taken as prisoners of the war. It was not long before the pagans planned to wage another war against the Muslims. Some chiefs of the Quraysh met Abu Sufyan and asked him to spend the money they got from the caravan which escaped the Muslims' capture to prepare for another battle against the Muslims. They wanted to get revenge themselves against the Muslims. Abu Sufyan agreed to their request and brought all the weapons and supplies necessary for the army. A heavily armed army of 3,000 soldiers marched toward al-Medina. This time the pagans were determined to destroy Islam altogether. The army of the Quraysh arrived at a place called Uhud Mount. The Muslims discussed this great threat to their faith and state. Some of them advised the Prophet ﷺ to keep inside the city and defend against the aggressors. However, the others were opposed to fight the pagans in open battle. They feared that the pagans might think that the Muslims were afraid to fight them in open battle. After much discussion, the Prophet agreed to fight the pagans in open battle. He prepared himself and ordered the Muslims to prepare for the coming battle.
Abdullah, here? Okay. Hey, excuse me. You know the battle of, Badr, Muslim won, right?
Yeah.
Jabir. Then there's another battle. What's the name? You should know, right? There's not a battle. Battle of Uhud. That's why I need to go back. Every time we mention about Sahaba, we need to go back. Go back to the Battle of Badr, Battle of Uhud. He wants to join the second one, the Battle of Uhud. So he is a brave young man. He sincerely wants to go to another battle, which is Uhud. You know, that time Muslims under oppression. Muslims, they're trying to attack Muslims, right? So there is nothing we can do unless to defend ourselves, defend themselves, right? This is our history. Uhud. So Rasulullah allowed him to participate in the battle of Uhud. You know the story of Uhud?
Sure. I mean, because
Oh, is that the one with the archers?
Archer.
Oh yeah, and
15 archers, 50.
Yeah.
50 archers.
But like 40 of them like went back.
To get the
50 of them.
The golden skull.
Sahil. You know the battle of Uhud? You know the story of Uhud?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
About 50 archer, right?
Yeah.
Do
And
it
then,
up
like,
there.
and then like 40 and all like the
50 archery.
He said 40 went out here.
Was waiting in the one of the hill to
Yeah, but
prevent
like
from
how-
enemy.
Get more mats.
You know, a lot of young kids, a lot of young Sahaba want to join in this battle, but Rasulullah refused. So Jabir was allowed, right? Like last time we learned about Abdullah bin Umar, he wasn't allowed last time. And you know, and his father died in this battle.
Abdullah died? Yes.
Yeah, in this battle. So he become
Orphan.
orphan. So he lived. He owed some money. To the people. Guess who paid? When he passed away, when he died, he still owes some money. So who paid? Jabir. But he also broke. He don't have money. So, hey, excuse me. How Jabir pay father's debt? You know? Look. His father died in the battle. He's become orphan. And his father owes some money to some people. Also with some Jewish tribe, he owes some money.
Abdullah bin Umar died.
Abdullah bin Umar is no, different. It's different one. Abdullah bin Jabir Abdullah. He still owes some money. The father owes some money. Look, if you pay attention, you will understand. And who paid the debt? Jabir. But Jabir still don't have money. He's still broke. So how he paid?
Rasulullah helped him.
Well, his father was not able
No,
Sahaba?
he did work for them.
Sahaba helped him pay debt also. And it was drought. You know, drought means
no water.
no water in the farm. If there's no water in the farm, guess what Rasulullah did to the farm? He make dua. He make dua. And then the farm become
Fertilized.
the farm become
Drought. Out of water.
it's not drought anymore. And
It's
flat.
the
There's a
crops
lot
are
of
growing and making lots of money.
a lot of dates. Money and that time is date. We're using date as a
Currency.
transaction, right?
Currency.
As a currency.
So it became very successful
So
agricultural
it's become you're right.
farming.
So the farm, Rasulullah also make dua. And the farm become what? Successful? I don't know the right word to it. Harvest more, produce more, pay. You know, it's not the kind of date, right? It's dates for it as a currency. So he able to pay the Jews,
Because it's from Canada.
able to pay with all the debt. This is one of the miracle of Rasulullah sown to Jabir. Look, so what's the conclusion here? Jabir bin Abdullah. As you grow up, you will see that he narrated a lot of hadith. And Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu anhu, You will find this name a lot too. Narrated. Lots hadith. It's like Abdullah bin Umar. And he witnessed lots of miracles. Done by Rasulullah. Hey, you get the point? Jabir witnessed a lot of miracles done by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Jabir participated many battles. He was a brave one, right? A lot of sahabah are braves. Hmm? You got finished?
Almost.
So after Badr, Uhud, there's not a battle. Follow. Where's another battle?
Trends.
Trends.
Or from
Yes.
Khandaq.
Trends or Khandaq.
Hey, stop making homework. Go to school.
After this battle, we move to this battle. Where is his position? Jabir. So we're talking about story and attached to the person that we trying to learn. Right? Nip? What battle after that? Trends. Who initiate who have idea to make a trend?
Salman
Salman
al-Farisi. Farsi al-Farsi. I mean,
Yes, Salman al-Faris. He was expert in the war in the Persian. So in Arab tradition, they don't have this kind of idea. They don't know this idea, digging a trench to prevent from enemy. The battle, okay, this is the battle of Trench or Khandaq, or there's another name. Come on,
Sean.
come on.
Ahzab. Got it.
So these three names, this is English, Arabic, and the other term of that battle. Ahzab means, what does Ahzab mean? Ahzab means different nation. They are together. It's a preserved in the Quran, Surah Al-Ahzab. You know who idea? Salman al-Farisi. You will find this, always find this story and detail it. You know what happened in this battle? Sahabah dig the trench. You know, trench is it's a lot of rocks in there. Hey, can you imagine a lot of rocks? A lot of rocks and very little food. Not many food at that time. But still they're digging the trench. They were hungry. Sometimes they don't eat for a couple of days. They don't eat a couple of days. They don't know what to eat in the next couple of days. So some narration says some Sahaba tell Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Rasulullah, look at my stomach, I put some rock in there, so I'm not gonna get hungry because I don't eat for a couple of days. And Rasulullah SAW opened his cloth. It showed that he had 2 rocks in there. So it means he's more hungry than everybody. So he's more hungry and he worked more hard.
But that was
So they swallowed
that was-
rocks?
There's a rocks in
Why, who ate the rocks?
in the waist.
Like they just,
No, they tied it.
No, they tied it. They tied like
like
you have belt here,
yeah,
and you
like
put
lots
rock
of rocks
to
on it.
prevent you, to prevent you from
I
hunger.
thought you meant like they ate the rocks.
Belt, just like a belt. You tied it. You tied the rock, so your stomach will
Oh.
think that you eat.
Wait, does it really work?
No,
It
they
works.
just did it because
Right,
they want
but that time, that's how it worked that time. Because you don't have food, drought, and you are tired. That's why Sahaba complaining to him. Then another narration also said that when Rasulullah SAW hit the rock, Jabir saw 2 rocks in his waist, with a belt, right? In his waist. So Jabir think Rasulullah must be really hungry. So he approached Rasulullah SAW, whisper, Rasulullah, I have some food at home. I have some little goat. I have some little goats and some dough at home. You can invite couple of Sahaba. You can come to my house. And what Rasulullah say? Oh my Sahaba, let's come to Jabir house. He have a lot of food. He have food for us. So the Sahaba that time, a lot of Sahaba, around 300. 300. Can you imagine how you feed more than 300 people
Wait,
with little goats
hey,
or lamb, right? Mary had a little lamb
honey.
and some dough, right?
So, what did I do?
So Jabir was scared. He cannot feed all those people, those Sahaba. He was also shocked. Invite everyone in his house.
Why would you stop the war?
Wait, who invited them? Jabir? Jabir is the one who had the...
Rasulullah himself invite everyone to come to his house. First, Jabir invite Rasulullah and some Sahaba.
To go to Jabir's house, but Rasulullah told all the Sahaba to go to Jabir's
Yeah.
house.
Why did Prophet Muhammad do that?
Because he doesn't want it's either like everybody or nobody.
Rasulullah SAW, very wise person. He knows his capability. He knows that Jabir see this opportunity. He saw Jabir trying to do a good deed to him. So he called everybody and he performed his miracle. See? Remember I told you he witnessed a lot of miracles.
Wait, so then.
So one of the miracle is that one. So that
Did
did
it go
right?
be big like when he got back? Does it go big enough to feed everybody?
So did they become lots of goats, lots of food, and all big bellies?
It's not like it's
So he told Jabir, Rasulullah,
It's a miracle.
it's a miracle, guys. It's a miracle. Told Jabir and his wife to call the bread maker, like from Medina. To come help in their house. You know what? Rasulullah make dua. That time Rasulullah make dua also. He told Jabir and his wife, call the bread maker around the city. Call them up. All the ladies that make bread. Call them up. And he make dua. He make dua. And he be able to process the goat, the lamb, become food, and the dough become bread.
What, the dough?
Yeah, you know the dough like to make bread.
Oh, I thought you were saying like beer dough.
The store puts a little bit and then they process it. They keep producing a lot until all sahabah was full. Can you imagine? Look, I told you, right? Hey, listen, 3 days without food, and they don't know what they're gonna eat. So they eat for what? They ate for 3 days before, 3 days after, and this time. So they were very full that time, like around 300 plus sahaba.
Oh, wait, so they gave everybody bread, but only a few people got the goat?
No, everybody got the same portion. So sahaba like come in group. They're done, they go. Done, go. Done, go. How much is free? It's miracle.
How much did he give?
Until they full. Until they full. See,
But I thought you said everybody got the same portion.
everybody got the same portion, which is full. You know, I mean,
Everyone
like,
got enough to be full.
yeah, you know, they don't eat for 3 days. They don't know what they're gonna eat. Even that time, they're hungry.
You're so funny. Why are you laughing?
So,
Very hard.
Go eat popcorn, freaking Canadian.
so they come hungry. They came hungry. They can eat whatever they want.
Popcorn, you're so funny.
Until full. They come in group, finish, group, finish. This is one of the miracles of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. To Jabir, and Jabir witnessed it. So every Sahaba, they have different quality. Every Sahaba, they have different unique story we can learn from. But Brian, you missed the Fantastic Four, right? It's another year. Last year I teach Fantastic Four, the 4 great Sahaba. Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali. And in Islam we have lots of Sahaba. Sahaba means companions. Companions we can learn from. In Islam is good. We have somebody, we have role models to follow. Right? Like right now we have American Idol, India Idol, any idol. What they're gonna bring you? Maybe only dancing and singing and whatnot. They don't bring you until akhirah, until hereafter. Sit properly.
Yeah.
You learn about Sahaba. Hey, look, you learn about Sahaba. It's like his brother say, what you say? So we can learn from them. So we can imitate them.
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Yeah. Try to implement it right now in the class, right? By paying attention. Okay, another. Look, he married with widow. You know why he married with widow?
Rasulullah. So that he can.
No, the Jabir.
Oh, Jabir. He married the widow.
He married the widow. Why? Why? Because he had 7 sisters. Some narrations say 9 sisters. But this is he had a lot of sisters. That's why he married a widow. The widow can teach the sister also. He can take care of his household too.
Well, you had 7 or 9 sisters?
Yes, sisters, yeah. That's why he didn't marry the virgin. You know, the girl, young man. Because he has 7 sisters. So for that reasons, so he needed somebody who can take care also of the sisters. provide them with necessary affection and love. What time is it?
It's 1:55.
55?
55.
Oh, it's already. Okay, we can rest up a little bit. As I told you, he narrated a lot of hadith, and he would travel, he travel 1 month far distance just to listen one hadith. He never knows. Look, he would travel such a long distance to get to the hadith, to try to get a hadith. That he never know. He narrated a lot of hadith. You know hadith? Saying of the Prophet. So far, any question?
Everything's.
If you don't have question, it has two meanings. Either you don't pay attention, or you don't show interest, or you know everything. So this is short story about Jabir. Of course, always detail on sahabahs. Any other question? Did you take note?
Yes.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. Thank you for the class. I'll see you next time, inshallah. Make dua. What's that?
How did they produce so much?
What do you think was that?
This is one of the miracles of Rasulullah. You know the Prophet. This is the Prophet of Allah. How they produce so much food for them, to provide them because of the miracle. You know miracle that regular human being can't do. It's not a human being control. This is the Prophet given by Allah, given by God. So when God wants something to His servant, He just make it, and He make it happen. But He cannot use it all the time, only certain times. Also, one of the miracle of Rasulullah is what? Split the moon. You know, He can split the moon that time.